Hey guys, man, Elijah back with another video. Today is May 14th, 2026. So I got some bad news, all right? The virus, right? The hantavirus. Now, I have a feeling or a prediction about what could happen pretty soon with this hantavirus and how it could change some things going forward into the fall. All right, so I got some downloads I want to share with you guys and just talk about some things, all right? But I'm not going to go too much into detail about the Hantavirus virus because a lot of you guys already know about the situation and where it came from. But if you watch my predictions video for 2026, I did say I predicted that something would happen this spring or summer with a cruise ship. I said something big will happen with a cruise ship this year. I was right. Now I didn't see a virus happening, but hey, I said cruise ship this year. I was right. So that came true. But yeah, so they said they docked the ship. Of course, it was like 5 people on the boat that got sick with it. 3 passed away from it. They said a guy was bird watching in Argentina, and then he got sick because the mice and rat feces. So the virus comes from rat and mice feces being kicked up in the air. All right, and that's how you get sick. I don't believe them when they say, "Oh, don't worry about it. There's no need to panic or fear. This is not the pandemic from 2020 all over again. This is not Cocoa Puffs all over again." Bro, I don't trust them. I don't believe it. And I feel like things are about to really pick up with this hantavirus. Okay? So this hantavirus is also a distraction from the war and the Epstein files. But this hantavirus thing, I feel like, not trust me, I do not want another lockdown. I don't want to go back to wear a mask again. I do not want to go back to that way of life again. You know, I mean, wearing the mask, it wasn't too bad. It's just sometimes it was uncomfortable. I didn't like it, you know. You know, go to restaurants and go to school, go to work, and go to the gym with mask on. And you're, oh, hi, how you doing today? Hi. Yes, can I have a cheeseburger, please? And can I have french fries and a drink, please? Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, okay. Everybody's wearing masks. You guys stand 6, 8, 12 feet apart. So, trust me, I do not want to go back to that lifestyle. Sometimes I forget that we went through that. Sometimes I forget that we went through that, man. That was like 6 years ago. But I told you guys, I said this year feels like 2020. It does. It feels like 2020 and it feels like 2023, like combined. Okay, so this haunted virus, my sister called it the haunted virus. She said, I'm gonna call this the haunted virus. Yeah, let's call this the haunted virus. So the haunted virus, right? They're saying it comes from rat and mice feces, right? 3 people have passed away from it. The cruise ship came from Europe, as always, right? All these viruses and diseases come from Europe. Came from Europe, went down to Argentina for an expedition, right? And then they went to Cape Verde, which is like the islands by Africa. And they went there. And then they got sick, okay? Here's my thing. If this virus was so, like, contagious, well, they're not saying it's contagious, right? But I think it is. If they're saying it's such a big thing, that it spreads from rat and mice poop, then why is it that we haven't heard of an outbreak already in Argentina? Like, how come 6 months ago there wasn't already like people getting sick from this? Now maybe there was and they didn't talk about it. Maybe there have been cases and they just kept it hidden. You know, same with cities. Like, how come people live in New York City? People live in big cities, rat and mice poop. People have People have pet rat and mice, you know, and they they use the bathroom so that they didn't get sick. So I just question that, you know. But this is part of the plan. This is part of the agenda. And there's different plans and agendas happening. So there's a plan to reduce the population. Bill Gates, he's a part of it. All right. They want to reduce the global population because they say, oh, too many people on the planet. Now, honestly, they don't really know how many people are on the planet. I'm guessing there's at least like probably 10 billion people. I know they say 8, but I think there's like 10, in my opinion. Because I do believe there's like 2 billion people in China and in India. I think there's more than 1 billion. But that's just me. It could be just 8. But anyway, they want to reduce the population because they say there's not enough room, which is a lie. The earth is huge. And they want to take out so many human beings. Okay, so how do you do that? A war, a pandemic, famine, and just chaos. And you reduce the population. Okay, so that's part of that plan. And also you have evil people and evil beings. And then, you know, you can say demons, you can say evil entities, you can say reptilians. The reptilians are real. Listen, the UFO files came out, okay? They released the first batch of the UFO files, and I told you guys this would happen this spring and summer, and it's happening. I'm excited. Now, I know the UFO files are a distraction from the war and Epstein files. I get that. Trust me. I get it, but it's still interesting. Think about it. 80 years they could not disclose this, and now they're finally disclosing the alien information. You have tons of people in the military who have seen things, now talking about their experiences with UFOs and aliens, going back since like the 40s, 50s, 60s, all right? I think I saw a UFO one time back in like 2018 or 19. I think I saw one. Me and my mom saw one driving back home, and it was like this big green bright light in the sky, and it fell from the sky and it vanished. And we were like, what is that? Now, it could have been a drone, but I don't know of any drones that do that. It was like a big green glowing bright light in the sky, and then it fell and vanished. This was like 2018, 2019. So that could have been a UFO. Could have been. If it is, then hey, I saw one. But yeah, so the UFO files came out, the first batch. I'm excited. Can't wait to see more, you know, because I already know aliens are real. The Greys are real. The Insectilians, Reptilians, the Anunnaki, all of them, they're all real. I don't have evidence, but I just know. I just know that they exist, and there's so much more life in this world, and this universe. Okay, so a lot of these beings live in different dimensions. They live in different realities, different planets. Some say the ocean. So there's a lot going on, a lot. And I can't wait until they release more information about this. My thing is like, why does everyone want to mess with us? Think about this. Why does everyone want to watch us and mess with us as human beings? Demons, the devil, the Greys, reptilians, vampires, jinns, even the angels want to watch. You know, it's like we're just one big giant show. Everyone is watching us. Everyone wants to mess with us. You know. So I don't know. I just came to me yesterday, but yeah, like the Greys and the Insectilians. For some reason, the Grey aliens, they love doing human experiments. They are the ones that abduct people. They do these tests on people. They impregnate people with these weird things. Okay, I know they're very intelligent. I heard their IQ is like 10,000. They talk through their mind, okay? And I heard there's like different groups of gray aliens, so they're not all bad. But yeah, the grays are like the mad scientists kind of. Now the reptilians, they're here. And some of them are people in power, celebrities, politicians. They can shapeshift. They feed off of negative energy, okay? So another reason why you're seeing this virus is to push more fear. So think about it. Everything's happening in one shot. You got wars, a virus, gas is going up, people are having anxiety, they're upset, angry, people are being laid off from their jobs because of AI and other stuff. Companies going bankrupt. Spirit Airlines just went bankrupt. So all this fear and anger and hate is feeding them. They feed off of fear and anger and hate. Okay, that's how they survive. They don't have love, empathy. That's just not how they're built. Now, reptilians, I heard some of them are from Earth and some of them are from another planet. Like I said, I don't have proof, I don't have evidence, but I just know the reptilians are a real race of beings that live here, and some of them are running things and causing things to happen, and they're feeding off of our energy, okay? And they can shapeshift. They can shapeshift into people. So, yeah, you have that. And of course, you have people, like human beings. You have families, the Rothschild, Rockefellers. So, all these plans and agendas is happening at once, all right? From different beings and different people. But yeah, the hantavirus is part of the plan, part of the agenda to push more fear, push more panic, okay? And to push a lockdown, all right? And my dad brought up that they could use this to cancel the elections this November. And I didn't even think about that. So yeah, that's true. I could see that happening. They could use this virus as a way to shut down or postpone the elections this November. And be like, oh, we can't have it because of the virus. All right, so I'm going to say this, guys. It's coming. I don't want this to come. I don't want this to happen, but it's coming. And I have a feeling that this could happen. Another lockdown, another pandemic. All right. So now they're saying the people on the cruise ship are now back home. All right. So it's like people from Texas, Nebraska, Georgia. I forget somewhere else. And then it said someone got it in Israel, and then someone got it in France. And then someone got it, and he wasn't even on the cruise ship. And then they're saying how they're not even quarantining people with no symptoms, which means that they want it to spread. They want this thing to spread, okay? And they're saying this virus, you can have it for about 2 to 6 weeks before you show symptoms, okay? And then it spreads from person to person. And this virus has a 20 to 40% mortality rate, which is high. It's not too high, but it's pretty high. And this strain is called the Andes strain, which is, they're saying is worse and more contagious. So it's different, but I wouldn't worry about it. I would just, protect your energy, protect yourself, focus on your health, and don't feed into the fear. Don't feed into like the craziness. All right. But yeah, they're saying this virus is spreading, and right now it's like 11 people, I think. Like 11 people. So I'm telling you guys, I have a feeling that this virus is going to spread this fall. From like July to September, you're gonna see like a spike. All right. And also the World Cup. The World Cup is next month in June. So they're gonna use this to be like, oh well, all these people came from all over the world for the World Cup, and now the virus is spreading. So they could use this as a way you know, to make things worse. All right. Now I'm looking forward to the World Cup. I'm looking forward to the World Cup. I'm not sure if I'll watch it watch it fully, but I'll probably watch it here and there. But um, I do predict that Italy. I'm not sure if Italy is in there, but I do predict that Croatia, Haiti, and Jamaica could win the World Cup. Okay, but yeah, they're gonna use this World Cup as a thing. But oh, the World Cup just happened. All these cases came out of nowhere. Everyone's getting sick. People are passing away from it. Watch. I can see this happening. I could definitely see this happening. Okay, so I predict that there will be another lockdown, another shutdown. I don't want this to happen because I don't want to. I don't want to go back to that lifestyle. But I just have this feeling that another pandemic, another lockdown is coming. I feel like we might go back to wear a mask again. Also, I'm seeing people protesting. I'm seeing people protesting quarantine, protesting wearing masks, protesting the government. This is what I'm seeing happening in like August, September time period. Okay, but I feel like by July there's gonna be a huge spike of like cases happening. So there's like 11 people who have it, and so far like 3 people have passed away from it. So we'll see how things go. Hopefully things get better, and hopefully this virus doesn't become another pandemic. Hopefully it goes away. We'll see. But with the way I'm feeling and how I see things going, I don't know, man. I don't, I don't know. I got a bad feeling about it. Hey, we might have a double lockdown. We might have a double lockdown where you have a pandemic plus gas is so high people can't leave their homes. Now, I did predict that gas prices will increase. And in certain states, gas is like $6 a gallon. So like in California, Jersey, it's $6. Now, here in Florida where I live, it's like 4.30, like that. Yeah, it's like $4 a gallon. So where I live out in Florida is $4 a gallon for gas. But that could definitely go up by next month to 5. But yeah, we might have a double lockdown where people are like just, well, I can't really drive because the gas is way too high, and then there's a pandemic. So they really want us to stay home, man. They really want us to stay home and just not go out and enjoy nature and life. But and also this virus is used to crash the system. They want to crash the system. They want to restart everything. All right, the powers that be, the elite, the evil beings, they want to crash the system, and they tried it in 2020, didn't fully work. So now they're doing it again. Now they're going all out. See, now they're going all out crazy. You got wars, a virus, gas is going up. They're going all out. Okay, and this year is about new chapters and a new new beginnings as well. So that's what's happening. Yeah, also this everything that's happening now is pushing us towards 2030. So like stuff you see with AI and all the electric cars and just all the companies going bankrupt, everything's pushing towards 2030. All right. But yeah, so it's a lot going on, and I wanted to make this quick video about that and what I see happening pretty soon within the next couple of months. So I'll just say this, as always, protect yourself, protect your energy, take care of yourself, invest in yourself, invest in your health, connect to God, connect to nature, connect to the universe, and, enjoy this season of spring and summer. Go watch the movies and have fun, make money, and improve yourself. That's what I'm doing, improving myself the best way I can. Speaking of that, yesterday I went to the gym for the first time in 7 months. It's been it's been 7 months since I've been to the gym because, of my injury I've been dealing with. So it was nice going back there, seeing, you know, talking to some people that I know there, and they got new equipment. So even just doing a little bit, because I didn't go for a long period of time. I did like a 30-minute workout, and I felt great. I had amazing sleep, less stress. I felt great. So my parents pushed me. I pushed me. You could say God pushed me to go yesterday. I felt like I needed to go yesterday. So I said, all right, let me just go. I was debating on going because I wasn't feeling fully well. And I said, I don't know, but I'm glad I went. I'm glad I was able to push through because it definitely helped. Definitely felt better. But yeah, doing a small workout definitely helped me out a lot. It definitely did. But now I have to be consistent with it. I gotta be consistent with my routine. But these past 7 months, like I said, I've been dealing with an injury, my back and everything else, getting scans and going to the chiropractor, getting massages and doing physical therapy and doing stuff at home, taking painkillers. This has been a long process, but finally went back to the gym. I stopped procrastinating. I just did it. I pushed through and went back for the first time in 7 months last night, and it felt good. They got new equipment, saw some people, saw some friends I talked to there, and yeah, I feel good. So now I just gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. So that's what I'm doing, improving my health and focusing on improving my financial way of life as well, and doing that, making more money, figuring out ways to make more money, and what I want out of life and the type of lifestyle I want to live for myself. Okay, so yeah, so just do that, and you should be good to go. But yeah, this virus, man, like I said, I give it a month. To see how things are, and I just feel like by July, August, September, I'm seeing a lockdown. I'm seeing us wear a mask again. Basically, I'm seeing us going back to how things were 6 years ago, but just differently. And I do see this war continuing and things getting worse and gas going up to like $8 a gallon. I had a dream last night. Well, it was a really good dream. It was a really, really good dream. But there was a part of that dream that was kind of not bad, but it was just, well, if it happened, I guess you could say it'd be bad. But basically, the gas was $80 a gallon in my dream. So I had a dream that gas went to $80 a gallon. And then Donald Duck, Trump, he was like, don't worry, it's okay, the prices are going down. And everyone was like lined up like at the gas stations. This one guy, he dropped his jaw. He was like, and he like dropped his bags. He couldn't believe gas was $80 a gallon. Bro, if gas was $80 a gallon now, everyone is home. We're all staying home. No cars on the road. People be walking to the store, walking to the movie theaters, on their bikes, on their scooters. $80 a gallon. If that happened, that'd be crazy. But I doubt that happened. It's possible. Hey, with how things are with the war and the Strait of Hormuz, it's possible, but I doubt it. I doubt it get that high. But I do see gas going to like $8, probably $10, $11 a gallon, and that's really high too. So that's what I see happening pretty soon. But and also Donald Duck, he's in China right now, talking with the Chinese president, and then there's some tensions happening with Cuba and America. I did talk about that. I did predict that happening pretty soon. Um, what else? But yeah, so the only good thing that came out so far was Michael Jackson movie. Go watch my review on that. It was an amazing movie. Michael Jackson. Billie Jean. Billie Jean is now the number one song in the world because the movie. And now Billie Jean and Beat It on YouTube has 2 billion views worldwide. 2 billion. And Michael Jackson is like in the top 5 charts, like music wise in the world. So even in death, he's still the king. He's still the greatest. He's still the GOAT. So it's just crazy. And now he has new fans, people that love his music. Why? Never know in that way. It's human nature. Why? Yeah, so the movie is great. I loved it. Definitely want to see it again. Looking forward to part 2. And hopefully they make a Janet Jackson biopic. That'd be cool. Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Michael Jackson music lately, and Janet Jackson, and just songs from the '80s in general. And I've asked people who are older than me how it was back then. They're like, "Oh man, the '80s was great. Michael Jackson in the '80s was peak. When Michael came on TV, the whole world stopped. He was the biggest star on the planet. No one was bigger than him. Like everything was Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson." Yeah, I was like, man, wow. Wish I was back in the '80s. I mean, I do, but I don't, because I wouldn't have phones. We wouldn't have AI, other stuff. Much different lifestyle. But just to be in that era with Michael Jackson and other artists as well, like in their prime, their peak, that'd be cool to see, like in person. But even with wrestling, I'm a big wrestling fan. It'd be cool to see that too with the wrestlers. But yeah, my brother, he's been watching all the Michael Jackson concerts. He's younger, he's 17, watching all the videos and stuff. He's just catching up and doing research on Michael Jackson and the Jackson family. So there's a lot of good music, man, with Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson, the Jackson 5. Even Jermaine got some good music here and there. Reby got some music. So it's a lot of good stuff, Um, a lot of hits, I would say. But yeah, so far that's the only good thing that's came out recently. But yeah, so are you looking forward to the World Cup? Are you watching the World Cup? I'll be watching the World Cup here and there. Like I said, I predict that either Haiti or Jamaica would win, or Croatia would win the World Cup. And I'm telling you guys, when the World Cup happens, and after it happens, you're going to see more hantavirus cases rise, and they're going to blame it on people, when really it's these scientists and other people doing things, spreading it in the air and spreading it to people, making things worse. Okay, so watch. I'm telling you, after this World Cup, FIFA World Cup, you're going to see a spike, and people are going to go crazy. You're going to start buying. People now are already buying toilet paper and other stuff. There's people already buying masks and toilet paper. So, yeah. People are already paranoid about this being pandemic part 2. But, yeah, so watch. You're going to see a huge spike happen pretty soon. But guys, hopefully not, because I don't want to go back to that lifestyle. And right now they're saying it's like 11 people who have it. And there's a person in France that has it. And has a high mortality rate of 40%. So far, 3 people have passed away from this virus. And I also heard that this virus is a cover-up for something else. Okay, so I heard this like a cover-up for something else. There's also another cruise ship. Okay, and another cruise ship that I think it's Disney cruise. Like 120 people got sick on that cruise recently from what do you call it? Is it norovirus? It's a virus with your stomach. So 120 people got sick with the stomach virus on this cruise ship in Disney. And I know what it's called, but I forget the name of it. I think it's norovirus. Yeah, because I had it before, like years ago. It was really bad. So that happened. But yeah, I told you, man. I told you. I said something would happen with the cruise ship. Something would happen with the cruise ship this year, and I was right. Two things happened. I was right. My predictions came true. All right. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna end this video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Again, protect yourself, protect your energy, but still be balanced with what's happening in the world, and invest in yourself, invest in your health. And again, I predict that by July, you're going to see an increase of cases happening with the hantavirus. You may see on the news them saying like 100 people passing away either a day or a week from this virus. And also I predict that you're going to see people protesting against quarantine, protesting against wearing masks, and protesting Trump and the government and everything else. Gas is going to go up to like $8, $11 a gallon. The war will continue, unfortunately. I did say ground troops happening in Iran. So yeah, and also more UFO and alien files coming out, which would be cool to see that. The full disclosure is coming. The full disclosure is coming, man. Can't wait for the full disclosure. And hopefully well, I doubt it, but they should release everything. They should release all the Epstein files and release all the alien files. Release all of it out. But they ain't gonna do that, unfortunately, but they should. What else? So yeah, that's pretty much it. But guys, watch my predictions for the summer and watch my May predictions and just watch the rest of my videos as well. But yeah, it's coming. I mean, it's here. I mean, the virus is here, but more is coming. Lockdowns, everything it's coming. And again, they could use this to cancel the midterm elections this November. So this is the perfect way to cancel the elections this November. Okay? So we'll see what happens. But hopefully things get better. Hopefully I'm wrong and we can change things and this doesn't happen. But we'll see. All right. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Protect yourself. Protect your energy. This is your man Elijah. Today is May 14th, 2026. I am out. Take care. Peace.